Imagine a world without music, fashion trends, blockbuster movies, or viral social media challenges. Sounds dull, right? But whether we realize it or not, popular cultures shapes us. It shapes the way we think, talk, dress, or even the way we cook. Pop culture is everywhere. It's the heartbeat of the modern society. But, did you know that pop culture doesn't just entertain us? It also connects with politics, media, and economics. By the way, I am Jeffel Marcampos, and today we will uncover how popular culture isn't just fun and games. It's a powerful force shaping our world in a way we never expected. So my topic is relationship of popular culture with the other sciences. But before that, let us define first what is popular culture and the other three sciences, which are the politics, media, and economics. So when we say popular culture, refers to the set of practices, beliefs, objects, and forms of entertainment that are widely shared and consumed by a large audience. So here in popular culture or pop culture, it includes movies, trends, entertainment, blockbuster movies, ideas that are widely liked and followed by many people. Also, nakapaloob din dito si music, fashion, and memes. Yes, also si memes ay included dito sa pop culture. At pag sinabi namang politics, refers to activities, actions, and policies used to govern a country or society. So dito kay politics, included naman dito on how leaders are chosen, then see how rules are made to maintain order and address issues. Let's proceed to media. Refers to the various channels of communication that deliver information to the public. Dito kay media, included dito si television, newspapers, radio, and also the digital platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, Twitter, and also that TikTok. And the last one is the economics. Economics is the study of how societies produce, distribute, and consume goods and services. So, basically, it deals with wealth, businesses, jobs, and industries. Ngayon naman ay pag-uusapan natin kung ano ang connection o kung ano yung relationship ni popular culture kay politics. So, magsimula tayo sa political discourse or yung political discussions. Okay. So, popular culture shapes political discussions by influencing the language, narratives, and issues that are highlighted. Halimbawa, mga movies, TV shows, music, social media trends, yan ay nakaka-apekto sa public opinion and also the voting patterns. Okay. Isang halimbawa, magandang halimbawa dito ay ang TV series na Ang Probinsyano. Kung titingnan natin mabuti, yung Probinsyano ay nagre-reflect siya kung ano yung nangyayari sa paligid natin, lalo na sa politika. Na yung how do I say this? Kagubot, yes, gubot yung politics. So ganyan yung nangyayari. And doon ay makikita natin kung gaano ka-powerful si money. No? Grabe talaga ka makapangyarihan yung pera. So proceed na tayo noon dito naman tayo sa campaign strategies kasi politics yung pinag-uusapan natin, so syempre may campaign strategies. Dito naman sa campaign strategies, so political campaigns often leverage popular culture elements like celebrity endorsement, music, and memes to connect with voters and create memorable impressions. So kung natatandaan nyo yung nung nakaraang election, if I'm not mistaken, last 2022, in-endorse ni Vice Ganda and Nadine Lustre si Leni Robredo. Ngayon, ang tanong, bakit connected si Vice Ganda at Nadine Lustre ito sa topic natin ngayon na sa campaign strategies ni Leni Robredo? Okay, so ganito yan. So, di ba, popular culture, so ito si Nadine Lustre at si Vice Ganda, silang dalawa ay mga sikat na celebrities. So, Kasi sikat sila ng celebrities pag may in-endorse sila na isang politiko. So, mataas yung tsansa na maraming tao ang boboto sa kanya sapagkat yung nag-endorse sa kanya ng mga tao ay mga artista. At malamang sa malamang yung mga taong umiidolo kay Vice Ganda at Nadine Lustre ay boboto kay Leni Robredo. Okay, another example. Nung tumakbo ng Pangulo si Rodrigo Duterte, may isang kanta na may isang sikat na singer alay ng kanta para kay Duterte. I want to impersonate him, pero medyo lisod siya, pero the song goes like this. Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo Duterte para sa tunay na pagbabago. At ang kumanta niyan ay si Freddy Aguilar. At during yan, or kasagsagan ng yung pagtakbo ni Duterte bilang Pangulo. At nanalo, di ba, no? I have another example for campaign strategies. If you still remember, yung budots ni Bong Revilla nung tumatakbo siya bilang senador. Diba, yung budots niya nung panahon na yon ay very sikat na sikat. At yung sayaw niya na yon, dahil sikat na sikat, kumalat sa social media, Facebook, TikToks, YouTube. So ayun, tumatak sa isipan ng mga tao yung pangalan ni Bong Revilla. Pagdating ng voting day, dahil tumatak sa isipan ng mga tao, pag nakita yung pangalan niya, talagang bubutuhan siya. So yun yung campaign strategies na na-include si popular culture. Budots, isang klase ng sayaw. Let's proceed to political mobilization. Tatalakayin natin kung ano yung relationship ni popular culture kay political mobilization. So ano nga ba itong mobilization or political mobilization? So basically, political mobilization is the process of encouraging people to take action like voting, protesting, or supporting for a cause. Okay, so isang magandang halimbawa dito ay during na naman noong 2022 na Philippine elections. If you are familiar with the hashtag Kakampink ni Leni Robredo. So diba, Kakampink or hashtag Kakampink movement which emerged in support of Vice President Leni Robredo's presidential campaign. So, mga supporters ni Leni Robredo, lahat sila ay nakasuot ng pink at gumagamit sila sa may karatula, nakasulat doon hashtag Kakampink, and also may mga post, may mga maraming nag-update ng profile pictures nila sa Facebook na ang captions ay hashtag Kakampink, mga ganon. Sa ganong paraan, no, si popular culture ay na-impluwensyahan niya yung political mobilization. Hindi lang sa Facebook, kundi sa TikToks, yung mga videos nila during rallies ay may mga hashtag Kakampink na ginagamit. And ano pa? That's end my discussion. I hope you learned something and the rest of my topic will be discussed by Mr. Pandiling.